What's up, everybody? This is Jose from Sun Life.
And Katie.
Welcome to Fomadal. Pronounced Fomadal. Fomadal, man. Welcome to Fort Myers, Florida. On today's video, we're going to be driving through Fomadal. At night.
At night.
We are on 6 Mile Cypress, and what is this street we're on now? This is some random street.
I don't know. This is some weird street.
6 Mile and what's it called? Pensacola?
Yeah, Pensacola. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. So buckle up. We're on 6 Mile Cypress now, heading west. That's not right. South. We're gonna drive through Fort Myers.
And up ahead, you will see that Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're familiar with Fort Myers,
that
Daniels is essential to Fort Myers.
Yes. The first person to ever settle in Fort Myers was a Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
Before Fort Myers was, well, we could say the first European settlement was a Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
The founder of Fort Myers was really a Cuban.
Mm-hmm.
The oldest house in Fort Myers is a Cuban. And then it was called Fort Myers. And before the Cuban was the Calusa natives. If you don't know that, it's Untold Stories, I believe. It's one of the local university does a series on Florida history. And one of the first families was a Cuban fisherman. It was the first European settlement here.
Yeah.
But actually, even though, I mean, that's a city of Fort Myers, but in the middle of Estero Bay is an island called Mound Key. And Mound Key was like one of the center points of the Calusa Empire, where those were the Native Americans that were here.
And we've been to Mound Key.
We've been to Mound Key.
We took a canoe out to Mound Key.
With a trolling motor.
Yeah, with a trolling motor. We took the effort to get there.
We risked our lives to get to Mound Key. But if you, it's not accessible by boat. Is really the only way you can access Mound Key. And we got on a boat. Is this Daniels right here?
Yes.
We got on Mound Key with a trolling motor on a battery, and it ran out on the way back. So we had to paddle the way back.
We had to paddle.
Fancy stuff. There's a Whole Foods, what is this, a mellow mushroom, a Cooper Hawk in this intersection. But you know, as fancy as it is, it's still Lee County. If you're moving to this area, I would prefer Collier County if you have to put your kids to the school system. That sign's still crooked from the hurricane. It's a fancy intersection here.
And how long ago was the hurricane? A year and a half ago?
Yeah, well, there's still a lot that needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
Traffic's crazy. What time is it? 9 o'clock at night. There's still traffic.
9 o'clock. There's still traffic.
I'm gonna slow down.
Always.
Car's going like 100 miles an hour through here. You need to slow down with the door down. That's what this car needs to do. Alright. Okay, so now we're on Daniels. We're on a major road now.
I lived out by McGregor when I was in high school. And I can tell you that even back then in like the 2000s, there was a lot of traffic on this road.
Yeah, it's always been congested.
It's always been congested. I think I came up here in the 90s and it was congested. Yeah.
We're on Daniels, one of the major roads here in Fomadal.
Yeah.
People who moved into Fort Myers don't realize what Fort Myers was.
Yeah.
A few years before they moved here.
Yeah. I moved here in like 2004, but I'd been up here before that.
But Mound Key is in the center of Estero Bay, literally the geographic center. Has a pretty good elevation. The center of Mound Key happens to be flush with the tree line. So if you're in Estero Bay, you don't really recognize the height that Mound Key has because it's flush with the mangrove line. Is it every time we come to Fort Myers, there's always like a massive police presence for some reason?
Always.
What the crap happened here?
And I don't remember all this, like, I don't remember all this when I was in high school.
Hold on, how many fire trucks? An accident?
Oh my god, yeah, accident.
How many fire trucks? Wow, that looks pretty major.
It looks pretty...
Wow.
Oh no, that's not good.
That's a lot of police presence. People got hurt. But what's I saying though? Oh yeah, so Mount Key, the center of Mount Key, the highest elevation, because it's a shell mound. It's a Native American shell mound. Was flush with the mangrove line, so if you're standing in the center of Mount Key, you can get a view of all of Estero Bay. But if you're on the water, you will not tell that Mount Key has elevation because it's flush with the tree line. Quite an ingenious method of protecting Estero Bay because of the fishery there.
Yeah. So one thing I really missed, like when we lived here and we had like little canoes and whatnot, is really exploring the waterways here.
Yeah. Listen, I don't care about your stories. I'm trying to talk about the history.
This is what gets you in trouble in this whole free Katie.
I don't give a crap about Katie. Okay, keep your stories for later. I'm telling people the history of Southwest Florida, and you're over here like, we had a canoe and it did not even have a motor in it. Okay, I'm trying to tell people history of Southwest Florida. So like I was saying, the Cleveland, which is US 41. Like I was saying, the word Estero, which is just south of Fort Myers, is Spanish for estuary. And it's a very important estuary that the Calusa Indians protected until the Spaniards arrived in Florida, and they're like, we were here first, this is ours. And then mysteriously something unfortunate happened to the Calusa, which we don't know what it was, but it was unfortunate. They all got smallpox or something, right? Because the Spaniards would never... Talk about rude people not letting you incorporate. Okay, none of them. La madre que los parió a todos. But you know what? You're in a cachado, so you know what, dude? You're already suffering. You're already suffering the cachaderismo. What a beautiful night. I love driving through Fort Myers at night. It is just full of life. I haven't seen
one of those vans in years.
I know, right? You ought to drive it straight to the Garden Street and scrap that, man.
That's where I think most of them ended up.
Yeah, man. So somehow it escaped the Cash for Clunkers area.
I know, right?
Now you're driving around Fort Myers, not letting people incorporate. You ought to just drive it straight to Garden Street. To the left of us is the prestigious community of Pine Manor. Now, if you're moving to Fort Myers, Pine Manor is prime real estate.
Yeah.
Pine Manor.
Oh, yeah.
The locals call it Low Crime Manor. Just kidding, it's horrible. But anyways, the word Estero, which is a suburb just to the south of Fort Myers, it used to be its own little town, but now it's considered a suburb. But Estero means estuary in Spanish. The Fernandez family, I believe, was one of the first families there. Again, Spaniards as well. Shouldn't surprise you that the word comes from Spanish origin, but Estero, Florida
comes from Spanish origin.
The word Florida is a Spanish word, that's right. Look at you paying attention in class. But yes, everything in Florida is Spanish, so if you don't like Spanish, move back to Alabama. If you don't like Spanish, perhaps Florida's not your state, because even the state of Florida.
Even the state of Alabama was founded by the Spaniards.
But we're talking about Florida now, okay?
Yeah, I know.
But Florida is, in fact, a Spanish word, which means the land of flowers, or some say the land of Easter. Whatever the case, what happened is that this area is really uninhabitable. The only real natural resources that this area had was fishery. So the native Calusas were along the coast, predominantly. It's believed that Estero Bay, Mount Key, was like the center of the Calusa Empire, right up until the Spaniards arrived. And then, bless their hearts, I don't know what happened to them after the Spaniards arrived. I'm a Spaniard myself, and we would never do none of them horrible things. They need to rewrite those history books. We would never do nothing like that. I'm a Spaniard myself, and they just need to rewrite those history books. Them history books said some horrible things, and we would never do nothing like that. That's just wrong.
You sound like the whole state of Alabama.
That's just wrong. We'd never do that to those native folks. We're
wouldn't.
sharing people. I don't even understand why the history books would put us out to be horrible villains like that. I would just rewrite those books. I wouldn't even read a book like that. I wouldn't even read a book like that. It's just a horrible thing to say about Spanish folks, that we would do something like that. But the only resource this era really had was fisheries. Thus, along the coast, the Cubans would come, predominantly in the winter during the mullet run, not during the summer. Then they discovered that further inland, you could grow some cattle. So the Spaniards released cattle, and the towns of Arcadia, La Belle, inland towns would have been founded through cattle. Right here in Fort Myers was known at the time Punta Rasa, which is another Spanish word that means flat point. Punta Rasa is on the far west side of Fort Myers, and that was the embarkment point for all the cattle going to Cuba. And basically there were no roads heading north out of Florida, which means that most of the trade of South Florida, Fort Myers for example, would have been with Cuba to the south via ocean. So there was no railroads till the 1910s, 1920s. Then you started to see a shift of trade towards the United States. But right up until 1910, 1920, most of the trade was southbound. Cattle from Arcadia would be moved inland. Even during the Confederacy, there were Confederate raiders that would come into South Florida and try to catch cattle that the Spaniards had let loose, and they would thus raid the cattle, load them on boats, and take them to the north. Florida was during the Civil War a strong. Present's having a very passionate conversation. I can just see him shaking his hand and explaining stuff from a head. That's right. Yeah, this person's just having a real passionate conversation. Okay. But they would, during the Confederate times, Florida was vital because the North was choked out, and Fort Myers was actually a Union post. And there were African Americans here in Fort Myers for the Union. There's a few African American battalions. So from the early ages of Fort Myers, you've had African. Get out of my lane, you idiot! Get that clunker!
Get away!
Get that damn right! Move! I'm crack the whip on you.
Pick a lane.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you had African Americans. You had Union soldiers. Further inland, I guess you would have had some Confederate raiders. You just had a little bit of everything here. Of course, you had Cubans, Cuban fishermen, and Calusa Indians, and of course the Seminoles. The Seminoles were runaways. A lot of people think that the Seminoles were one of the native tribes, and they were not. Seminoles were a mix between escaped slaves, natives, and even some Spaniards that intermarried with Indians, mostly Creek Indians. I'll put you guys on some Southwest Florida history here. So the first European language that was spoken in Florida would have undoubtedly been Spanish. The Spaniards had grandchildren in Florida. Okay, you taking notes there, Billy? The Spaniards would have had grandchildren in Florida before the English even set foot in Plymouth. You heard me, Wody? Let me just repeat that in case you got a hearing impairment or you studied American history up north, because the northern folks, they think that, you know, Plymouth Rock and we had friendly turkey day with the natives. The Spaniards had grandchildren in Florida before the English played turkey day with some friendly Indians. Okay? That should just give you an idea of how long Spanish has been spoken in Florida. So, si no te gusta el español, vete pa la madre que te parió, because we've been speaking Spanish here way before. The word Florida is a Spanish word. So, if you don't like Spanish, move to Arkansas. Move to New England. They speak England in the New England, okay? But Florida has been speaking. The Spaniards had grandchildren in Florida before an English person ever set foot in North America. In fact, the first English to ever had set foot in North America were not on English boats. The Spaniards, on their first expeditions, brought Portuguese, French, and Englishmen with them in case they needed translators. So when the Spanish came to Florida in the 1490s, on their boats in the 1513s back then, right? Late 1400s, early 1500s, when the first Floridians of European descent, when they came here to Florida, they brought with them on their boats Portuguese, French, and Englishmen in case they ran into the English here already. So when the Spanish arrived, they didn't know if there were already French and Englishmen here. And if there were, chances are they weren't going to document. So it is possible. Fort Caroline is one example that there were Frenchmen here or Englishmen already. Let's say the Spaniards. Oh, get that shopping cart off the road, buddy.
Oh, wow.
Get that dang on. Oh, is that a hooker? I mean,
No.
Repent, you bad woman. What a horrible thing. What a horrible thing to see. Let me just tell you, I was not excited to see that. I was appalled.
That wasn't what you thought.
I was appalled to see a hooker. She needs to repent. What a horrible thing.
It wasn't a hooker, but
Well,
you
it
probably
was-
should wear that
was
little
horrible.
clothing. Yeah,
It
in
was
general.
horrible. It was a horrible thing to see. I can't believe my eyes were set on just a horrible thing, Catherine. Good thing I'm not excited by that. I was shocked. I know it might have sounded like excitement, but it was really shock. I was shocked that just a horrible thing would be out there. What's up with all these homeless people? Well, it's raining, so they got nowhere to go.
They got nowhere to go.
Dang, man.
At least go over here.
Man, you want to cross the bridge into the Norfolk?
Of course.
We always go through Palm Beach Boulevard. It's getting boring. Let's switch it up.
It's
and go,
boring.
yeah, switch up and go to the Norfolk.
Oh,
But I wasn't not excited to see that woman, Kitty. I was shocked. I was like, what
Okay,
a horrible,
what a horrible
thing to say.
Okay.
Yeah. That was just horrible. You know, that's something. Yeah,
It's that dealership that has a bunch of
disgusting.
big trucks.
Yeah, disgusting.
All they have is trucks.
Yeah, I wasn't excited, but in the least bit, I was shocked.
Okay.
Oh, hooker, oh, you know, yeah, it's horrible.
Okay.
Right. So, like I was saying, Spanish have been in Florida for a long time. So, if you don't like Spanish, you don't care, move to New England, because this is New Spain. This is the capital of New Spain. So, I always love people like, you don't need to speak English. I'm like, no. We were speaking Spanish back in 1513. That's 200
There was
years.
Spanish spoken in Alabama before English.
Yeah, English. Yeah, yes, Alabama. The Havana.
Even Mississippi and Louisiana.
Yeah, well, Louisiana French. You
Yeah.
know, let's be fair. It's possible that there was a lot of Frenchmen when the Spaniards arrived.
Yeah.
But if there were English and Frenchmen, you know, small groups, they would have probably disappeared and never hit the history book. So it's questionable. But without a doubt, though, 1500s, the Spaniards were here. It's not questionable at that point. The Spaniards were here, and well, if you don't like Spanish, you can move to New England. This is New Spain. Then I go, you don't speak English. I moved out of Florida. They don't speak English. Well, it's not New England. It's New Spain. Of course, they're not going to speak English. Do you think I'm aggravating?
Yeah, I'm sure you've
Somebody's head's exploding. Somebody's watching this video in Arkansas and their heads are just exploding. They're just.
they've just spent the whole day watching Fox News.
And their head explodes.
Oh, yeah.
You know? But seriously, it's Florida. It's been does it surprise you that a place that, let's say, New Mexico?
The best part of South Florida
Mexico's
is
in there.
the Spanish influence.
Yeah.
The Cuban culture, the food.
And then you got the ones that embrace it but don't understand it. Like people, and bless their heart, in Anna Maria Island think that Colombia is a good restaurant. Katie,
It's not.
you've had Cuban food. You're not a Cuban.
I've had Cuban food all
I'm
over
working
the
on
US.
you. I'm working on you. I'm working on you. I'm working on it, okay?
So what did they say about me in the restaurant today?
Well, we went to a Cuban restaurant in Naples today,
Mm-hmm.
and they're like, oh, it's the American woman that speaks Cuban. Notice they didn't say the American woman that speaks Spanish. They said the American woman that speaks Cuban. They just skipped the Spanish and went right to Cuban with you. Okay, so, Katie, you've had Cuban food
The
in
reason
California,
why they say
Texas, New York, New Jersey, Cuba. You've been to Cuba.
that. Yeah.
Okay, so you're a pretty good...
Judge of Cuban food?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you've had hundreds of pounds of Cuban food. maybe even tons of Cuban food at this point. We should check out the.
I've been around you for like.
We should definitely check out the flooding in Cape Coral.
Yeah.
I know I'm tired as crap.
We should.
You think we should?
Yeah.
No.
So.
Nah, it's not.
I've had so much Cuban food in my life.
I can see it.
I love it.
I saw her eat it.
I asked him to go to Cuban restaurants. Now he's like, "Are you sure enough?" The day I asked him to go to Bob
Don't scream.
Evans,
I'm right next to you.
Okay, the day I asked him to go to Bob Evans, he's like, "Sure, let's go."
Switch it up. So, is this Pine Island Road?
Possibly.
What's this? Is this Pine Island Road?
This is Pandela.
A little bit further ahead.
Yeah, like the day I literally will ask him to go to like places he doesn't like, Bob Evans and Perkins. So to the point. He's like,
blabbing on. You're blabbing. So you're blabbing on. Get to the point.
You spent the whole time.
You're blabbing on, women. Don't blab on. Get to the point. The point is Colombia. Now, if you don't know what Colombia is, there's one in Tampa and there's one in
I
Sarasota.
went once. The salad was
Don't interrupt me yet, women.
Mm-hmm.
What is the Colombia?
It's like a famous, like, it's supposed to be Cuban, but it's like not.
Okay, it's not even labeled Cuban. It's labeled Spanish. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
They don't say it's a Cuban restaurant. They call it a Spanish restaurant. Now, there's one in Tampa, in Ybor City. I've been there and I wasn't impressed as a Cuban. And there's one in St. Armand's Key in Sarasota. Also, I took you there. Katie, how was your chicken?
Raw,
undercooked. Made you sick.
I got really sick that day.
And when I ate, I've been to both. Look at the parking lot; it's flooded. Wow, check this out. It's supposed to be a lot.
That's a lake.
Oh, that's a lake. It's like to the brim. What's going on here? Okay, there's a scenario on
Fort Myers.
Fort Myers. Did they just crash or what? They just break down or crash? Or
I can't tell what is going on here.
Let them go. It's North Fort Myers. It's just they probably ran out of
gas
or something. No, the parking lot is flooded. Look. Yeah, they had like monumental amounts of rain here. Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, look, the parking lot's flooded. Mm-hmm. Oh man, look at that. Yeah, buddy. Oh man, the parking lots are flooded. This is so cool. Look.
You realize
that's a cop. That's a cop. That's a
yeah.
cop. Okay, let's just park. Let's pretend we're normal. Just pretend like we're not running to the water. Yeah. Is he coming over here?
Where?
Look, the cop right over there. Look. He left. Oh, dude, look. There's just like giant puddles of water.
Yeah.
Cool. Oh man, there's like 6 inches of water here. Maybe it is really bad flooding. We should probably go into Cape Coral.
Yeah.
Look at all the homeless camps over there. Look, there's just like random. It's pretty sad what's going on here in Fort Myers with the homelessness. It's almost as bad as Bradenton.
Yeah.
It might be as bad as Bradenton these days. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's just got rained on and banged on down there.
Yeah. It's really sad.
Do you think we should go into Cape Coral? I'm judging by the amount of water there is in this parking lot. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be insane.
Probably.
I saw the lake over there. It's like overflowing.
Yeah. Walmart.
At what, my mind?
I miss Walmart being open 24 hours a day. Literally. I miss going to Walmart at 3 in the morning.
Yeah. That's when it was fun.
It was fun to go to Walmart at 3 in the morning.
With the homeless population now.
Yeah.
See, they used you're gonna have to hit the heater to defrost. I think with the homeless problem now, it's a cover story. They really can't do it because of the amount of homelessness.
Yeah.
We're in North Fort Myers now.
It would literally be so much fun to go to Walmart at 3 a.m. Oh, yeah. I remember when we lived in Naples, I would just randomly tell you at 3 a.m. I'm going to Walmart.
Yeah, and see some hot crackheads.
You'd be like, nah, I'm good.
I'm okay,
go.
Yeah, you have
we lived in North Naples, so I was like, I'm going. I was like, I don't care about you, I'm going.
Yeah. But
because I couldn't be out during the day. Cause
what's up with the windshield fogging up?
Mm-hmm.
You got to put it on heat first, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Well, you got your window open. That ain't helping either.
The window open helps because it regulates the temperature. You didn't know that? Is your window up? Yeah. Down. Regulates the temperature. If the windows are down, it regulates the temperature.
Okay.
The lady's so Cuban. It's like the red hair. Or the body shape, or the fact she's got hood rat rings, or the fact she's like, what? Yeah, definitely Cuban. the red hair, the hood rat rings.
There are some words I could say, but I will not say them.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're gonna say. Just keep it to yourself.
Yeah, I don't.
I'll allow you to make racist Cuban jokes when we're in private, but not on YouTube. Okay, I can't risk.
That wasn't.
It's like, see, that's the thing. Like me and Katie, like she's American from Michigan, I'm Cuban. So if we're in private, she might say like the most racist thing about Cubans, and I'll be like, dang it, right? What? That's right, women. And like vice versa, I could say like the most messed up stuff about white people. Although I've been saying some pretty messed up things about white people on the internet lately.
Yeah.
So we should probably. Oh my, you can hear her from over here. She's like, "Hey man, hey man!" I can hear her from over here.
Yeah.
Most hood rat Cuban woman ever. You can just hear her across the parking lot. Oh yeah, man. You know. I'll allow Katie to say the most messed up stuff about Cubans while we're in private, because we're married to each other. We can do that. That's like, you ever really meet a couple? Yes, Katie, I know what you were gonna say. I know. Santa Claus right there with that beard down there. You got the old Santa Claus beard. Santa Claus looking beard. Go real slow. I tell you what, Matt, you get that guy right there. I gotta have a cop in front of the Walmart. I'm driving, Katie. I'm driving. Don't put phones in my face when I'm driving. Pero si tienen 5 carros, ¿para qué tanto carro? ¿Para qué tienen 5? Pues, ¿para qué? Yo en Cuba andaba en un caballo y aquí tienen 5 carros. No, pero yo en Cuba tenía un caballo y un chivo y había que meterlo dentro de la casa porque si lo dejaba afuera se lo comían. Ah, no, ahora sí está muy diferente. Yo en Cuba lo que tenía era tremenda hambre. Si hubiera un caballo me lo hubiera comido.
Yeah.
Definitely, you gotta love Cubans.
I like being around Cubans. It's entertaining.
Cuban people are awesome, bro. They're like outside gossiping about somebody. Like, tienen 5 carros la gente, pero para qué tienen 5 carros. Cubans are awesome, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So I do think we should go into Cape Coral. I mean, if this area is flooded like this, I would imagine Cape Coral would be even worse.
Yeah. I'm not dyeing my hair red. It is.
Do you have enough energy to make it over there? Because I'm like dead.
Yeah, if you drive, I'll do that.
Yeah, if you drive,
I ain't driving.
If you drive, how
I am not driving in floodwaters at all.
Whatever.
You're at least better at it.
I didn't have to hear them talking.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw the red hair.
Yeah, I go for Ariel red, not Cuban red.
Remember for a while you had that red Cuban haircut?
It was Ariel red.
Ariel red? What's the difference? We're gonna have to go into Cape Coral.
Like fire engine red.
Fire engine red?
Yeah, I went fire engine red.
There's
I
like
think
a specific.
I may have had it at one
There's
time.
there's a specific color that's
It's like
Cuban
burgundy red. It's like a burgundy red.
Yeah, it's
like almost purple.
Yeah.
That's a Cuban red.
And the reason that color is popular in Cuba is because there's like some chemical it's not even for hair dyeing. It's like for something else. But
it's
you can
like almost Barney purple.
Right. But there's like what's up in neighborhoods back in here?
I don't know.
What's this called right here? This looks like a nice little neighborhood. Oh, here we go. Looks like homeless people everywhere. Oh, is this like the Pomona Park? Is this Pomona Park? We're in Pomona Park at night.
Yeah.
Great. We're in Pomona Park at night. Great little area. I think I got a contact high just by leaving my window open. Okay, so let's go to Cape Coral.
Yeah.
And record the flooding there. What's all that crap on the road? Oh, is that because the street flooded earlier?
Yeah.
And then, like, since the street flooded, like, all the styrofoam from underneath the trails came out?
Pretty much.
Great, man.
Great.
Do you want to go inside a homeless camp at night?
No.
There's a homeless camp at the end of this place. We're in Pomona Park. Let me see a map real quick.
I told you no.
There's a homeless camp. I don't give a crap. I'm from the streets, son. I bees gone did go to dangerous places, son. There's a homeless camp at the end of this. You can go in there at night. Look. Stockton, yeah. Let me see a map real quick. You can go into a homeless camp at night here. If you want to die. Where are we at? Pomona Park? I think this is Pomona.
Let's go into Cape Coral.
Where the crap am
I want to see the flood.
Okay, so... Yeah, look, there's a homeless camp you can go into. Alright, I'm gonna take you to a homeless camp at night. This is a really dangerous neighborhood. This is a bad neighborhood here. This is called Pomona Park. It's like the hood, dog. Like the hood, dog. Like really, really, really from the hood, dog. Like the hood, dog. Like the hood, dog. Katie's all scared.
I ain't scared.
Don't be
I just
scared.
I want to see what the flood is like in Deodoro.
Don't be scared.
I want to go to see some suburbia flood.
This thing's got 4x4. There's a homeless trail in there. There's like a homeless camp way in the back. I mean, it's like probably flooded too.
Yeah.
We could drive through a flooded homeless camp. Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, like, it just makes sense.
So what, you can get a needle in your tire?
A needle? If we're thinking about getting a nail on your tire, get a needle down there. Let's see if we can get into the homeless camps at night. This thing's got 4x4. So, like, we could probably get stuck.
Just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something.
Alright, so there's going to be a trail. You look up for the trail on Google Maps. The trail that goes straight north. See the trail that goes into the homeless camps? Man, I'm tired. Is it this road right here?
The GPS doesn't even know where we are.
Let me see. The Schaefer's doesn't even know where we are. Okay, so this way. We're in the hood, though. At night. We're in Pomona with the Mona down there. Pomona Park, rep your hood, dog. Katie's all scared and stuff.
I ain't scared. I just want to do something else.
There's a cat right there.
Well, the cat made it.
Cat made it. The cat mated. Who did it mate to?
Made it.
It made
With
it.
the flooding?
It mated to somebody. Garbage cans fell down. There should be a trail to the north of us here.
That's all flooded out.
Dang, it is flooded out.
You're not going to be able to get back there. I don't care what you got going on. You're not going to get back there.
You got a 4x4. You can get back there. This is trail entrance or no?
I didn't see nothing.
Wow, dude, this is like the end of the
It just
world.
looks like flood, so...
Yeah. Maybe we'll have to go into Littleton Road. Let me see the map real quick. Dang, it is flooded out.
Yeah, it's flooded out. You're not going to be able to get back there.
There's
until
another
it's drier.
there's another entrance though.
Yeah.
Monterey. There's another entrance. We'll try the other entrance. There's another entrance. Katie, you ought to be thankful that I take you to these places late at night. Not most guys. Most guys wouldn't do this for their girl. You know what I mean? Like, most guys wouldn't do this for their girl. This whole property right here is underwater. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's gotta suck.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, you can tell the water levels were way higher too.
Yeah. It might have gone down a little bit.
It's gone down a whole lot. This was all like
Yeah.
a foot underwater. You can tell.
Yeah. I remember when our street used to flood.
Ugh.
It was awful. I remember coming back after Hurricane Irma.
Yeah. This was all underwater earlier.
That was horrendous coming back from Irma. And the whole street was flooded.
That whole building has water inside of it right there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're on Monterey.
Yeah.
Alright, do you see there's like another trail that goes up off of San Jose? There's just like random cats flying across the road. In the hood, dog. This road right here? Is it right here?
Yeah.
Is it right here on the left?
Mm-hmm.
What the crap are we? This is like the ghettoest looking place I've ever been. Look at this mobile home. We're in the hood, dog.
I think that's a modular house.
Yeah, it's all ghetto. So this is the street where it goes to the homeless camp? My goodness.
I don't think we can get
Let me
back
see,
there.
let me see. I don't even think the road's accessible.
Yeah.
This is it, dude.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get in. Wow, this is like... We're in the trenches for real, dude. We're gonna have to wash the truck.
And of course, the first thing you see is cat.
Cat, you know, the cat. Dude, this is like the hood for real out here. It's all like flooded out. This is like trailer park heaven back here.
This isn't accessible.
It's like we got deported. We'll see if we can get in. You never know. And people get back here on homeless carts, so we got a 4x4. That's a trail right there. Let's see how thick it is. It's a trail right around here somewhere. There's a trail that goes into here. That's it right there. Wow, this is. Oh wow. Let me see how bad it looks.
It looks waterlogged.
Does it?
Yeah. It looks really bad. I don't know what you're doing.
Let me see if I can get in there. I'm going to visit Larry back there and then folk there back there. Kind of way to bring him. Yeah, there's.
Yeah.
Oh,
and the problem is this trail goes right into a lake.
The lake's probably overfilled.
Yeah.
So like, what happens to the homeless people that live back here? Wow.
Yeah, it looks like you're going straight into a lake.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
That's not happening.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like,
so the homeless camp is like underwater.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Good thing we got a luxury apartment in Sarasota. Dude.
That's what.
That's
Yeah, the entrance is like going straight into a lake.
Like underwater.
Yeah.
Is there a place to turn around up ahead, or should I just try not to?
Just try not to. It looks really bad.
Oh. People be living out here and stuff?
Yeah, and that is private property, so you can't go back there. Yeah.
All I see are like cats and like.
Yeah.
There's like no light behind us there. If I step on the brakes, there's kind of some type of light. So there's no going in there.
No, there's no.
I don't think the truck will make it.
Yeah, the truck won't make it. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter if it's 4x4. It's just a log.
Yeah.
5 feet of water. So
it looks like.
If the entrance looks like that, it might be further down.
Yeah, and the lake. No, that's it. That's the entrance. But there's a lake like right there, and I think with the flooding, it just made a new lake.
We're on somebody's lawn. These rednecks are going to be angry at us. They're like, "Get off my lawn! That hurt down there." I don't want to make these rednecks angry out here, dude. Aren't you that feller that's
someone's yard?
Quite possibly. What's going on? Is that a dead end street to the left of us?
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, just keep going.
No, it's not. It does a loop and it comes back around. I have to get into this street. It's just a loop. It's not a dead end street. It's a loop that comes out the other side of that street we're on. I'm sorry, Katie. I know you don't want to hear this, but I cannot resist the urge of going down this little street. Who knows what type of goodies we'll find on this little street. Cats everywhere. Wow, we are 5 miles per hour. Dude, we are this is probably a bad idea.
Yeah.
Mobile homes that are flooded. People be having cars back here. How do they get in and out when it rains? Oh, I'm not gonna scratch my truck. This is a brand new Silverado. I've been looking for an opportunity to use my 4x4, and quite frankly, I don't think this is a good opportunity. Hang on. We're going deep into the backwoods now. Can you imagine if you had to call the cops? I'm at the end of whatever the crap this road is. Cops are like, we ain't going back there. We're gonna have to wash our truck if we go back there.
It sounds like something that somebody was saying.
Dude, this whole it's like the whole thing's like flooded out.
Yeah.
Wow. Cars looks like it's seen better days.
I don't think the rest of this trail is accessible.
Oh, we're in a 4x4, Catherine. We got a 4x4. We're gonna be all right.
Okay.
We're gonna be all right. This is a 4x4. It's a Silverado too. We're in a Silverado, Catherine. We're gonna be all right. This thing's got a 4x4. It's got a 2.7 straight inline 4 with a turbo on it. Wow, look at that trailer.
Wow.
That trailer looks like it's seen better days. That trailer has seen better days. This is the type of place where you could just be attacked by a homeless gypsy or something. I don't know. Doesn't this just seem like that place where like a scary movie could take place? Like the bad ending to a scary movie could just happen out here. Why are we here?
Exactly.
That's a good question. Why are we even here, Jose? I think we should just go home.
Yeah.
I get it flooded, but it'd be nice to see how bad Cape Coral floods.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like a river. Wow.
In a river.
Real. We're gonna have to watch.
Real. The new river.
We are definitely gonna.
That was a cat.
This is where we were earlier.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to wash the truck for sure.
Oh, you love to have a reason to wash your truck.
Yeah. Dude.
Or have me wash your truck.
Oh yeah, I'll get you out there in a bikini.
Buy me one.
What do you mean buy you one? You've got bikinis already. You want me to buy you more bikinis?
I don't have bikinis.
What is the things you go to the pool with?
That's a bathing suit.
Oh, what? A bikini's not a bathing suit?
No.
Wait, I'm sorry. A bikini and a bathing suit are not the same thing?
No.
There's a difference between a bikini and a bathing suit?
Yeah.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that?
That's a bikini.
I'm driving? Isn't that what you have? So there's a difference between a bikini and a bathing suit?
Would I wear that?
Katie, I'll look at her later, okay? Driving.
Yeah, I'm not exposing my stomach to the world.
So a bikini and a bathing suit are not the same thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm perplexed.
I wear a bathing suit.
I had no idea they were different. What's that thing? Another cat?
Yeah.
How many cats does this neighborhood need? There's just a random shopping cart on the sidewalk?
Yeah. As long as I have, like, a barrigona, I ain't showing my stomach to anybody.
What is a barrigona, Kate? Just
a
in case,
big fat stomach.
It's just like somebody randomly standing on a street corner.
Pretty much.
Let me get somebody at work, dog. She got mine.
I don't know what kind of work you need to do at 10 o'clock at night.
I love how innocent you are, Katie. I love how innocent you are. Like, Jose, I don't know, these folks are working out there on the street corner. Some type of community surveillance program or something.
Homeowners Association. Home Watch.
Katie, you're so innocent. You're like, Jose, they have a very good home watch in this neighborhood. I love how innocent you are, bro. You're so innocent, it's hilarious. You're like, they have a good home watch, Jose. They're really keeping tabs on the neighborhood. This neighborhood's got a good home watch out here. I gotta write that down. Well, yeah, sure, Kate. It's a home watch, all right.
Oh, yeah.
Do we go into Cape Coral or not? I'm so tired. I say we leave.
No risk, no reward.
Yeah, I'm tired, though. I'm going home. I'm tired. We can always come back again if it keeps raining.
Yeah. We probably aren't able to come back until like a few days. Because I got something going on tomorrow. We got something going on Thursday.
It's okay. Flood videos might get a lot of views right now, but it's not going to get views in the long run.
Yeah.
You know, it might. I don't know. I'm done. I've had enough for a day.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm stressed.
We've already done too much probably for you.
I'm done tired.
Oh, what was I talking about earlier? Oh, the thrills of Walmart before the pandemic. Going to Walmart at 3 in the morning. You thought you weren't going to see anybody.
You want to see a homeless camp?
But we already did that, Jose, and we're not doing that again.
Oh, okay.
You thought you wouldn't see any. If you were going to do some kind of embarrassing shopping, you thought, let's do it at 3 a.m. and I won't see anybody. No, you run into everybody you know.
And they're also in their pajamas.
And they're also in their pajamas.
I'm looking at a map.
Half the time I'm not even wearing a bra.
I want to see if it's worth. We're gonna have to come back to Southwest Florida and do more videos. There's a lot of things I don't want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like that Littleton Road, right?
Yeah.
Is the other entrance to that homeless camp?
We just haven't been able to with your health and mine.
And in Littleton,
with our health, we haven't been able to
Littleton
come.
goes right into Cape Coral.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can get into the north end. It might be more accessible to the north end of this Littleton Road. Oh, right next to Cape Coral.
Let's keep going.
I don't know. Like,
let's go home. We can always come back.
Yeah, I want to see if the entrance to this homeless camp is accessible. I'm already here, and the curiosity is just there's too much curiosity. I want to know if I can get into this homeless camp at night. So the south entrance doesn't look like it's accessible. Car seats down there. It's gonna suck to drive back. I've been home since I got hurt so much that I feel like when I do go out, then I always overdo myself. It's like I just feel like, dude, I've been trapped at home. I want to go out and do stuff. You know, like,
that's the thing.
We used to be on 30-day road trips before I got hurt.
Yeah, it's like 30-day road trip. Now we can't even take a 2-hour road trip.
Right. My beard's not itching anymore.
That's good. We found something that's good for you.
I think it's just like you get to a point where it stops itching.
Or where you're used to it.
There's a Hungarian restaurant here. We've always talked about it, but we've never done
it. I like Hungarian food.
Yeah.
I like German food.
Did it close?
It might have.
What? I thought this was right here in the corner.
I think so too.
Did they close it?
It's closed right now. I don't know if it's closed.
No, it's closed. They took the sign down.
Oh man.
Dang, that was it right there. Don't tell me they closed the Hungarian place. There's always homeless people out here. Like, here's a homeless. There's a shopping cart right there.
Yeah.
There's always homeless people around here. You know your life is bad if you're homeless outside the liquor store. Like, you're just waiting for them to open in the morning.
Crazy deals, man.
Did they really close the Hungarian restaurant?
I don't know.
Maybe they moved to a better location in Cape Coral. Look it up. That's pretty sad, man. That's one of the best things this time out going for it. Even though we never went to it. This area is really going down the toilet, man. I think the only thing that could save North Fort Myers... Yeah, I figured. They moved to Cape Coral. Yeah, this is a dying town. And you're in the fastest growing county, one of the fastest growing counties in the country, really. And you can't keep a restaurant open in North Fort Myers. It's crazy. And then you just drive 2 miles into Cape Coral and it's growing, but then out here it's like dying.
Yeah.
So we're looking for a road called Littleton, and then there's going to be a trail that goes into this homeless camp. We're looking for Littleton. I think it might be that light up there. Motel. Want to stay at the motel? I mean, it's not going to be expensive.
No.
It won't be too expensive. Oh no, I would rather drive to Saratoga. Man. It's nice that we went to Southwest Florida today. I miss home.
Yeah. I miss Southwest Florida a lot. I mean, it's where
It's my hood, dog.
Yeah, we spent like...
It's my hood, dog.
At least the first 10 years of our relationship there.
It's my hood, dog.
More than that. We got together in
home, sweet home.
2008.
Sweet home, Southwest Florida.
12 years.
Look at the water. It's like to that wall.
We spent 12 years in Naples.
Is this Littleton right here? Alright, so this is the other entrance to the homeless camp. See if we can go to the north end. It would be kind of savage to go in there at night. Look at all the water. It's like after Hurricane Ian was that bad.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly Cape Coral got like 8 to 10 inches of water in like 2 days. So look at the map. There's be a trail going into the left. It's just a trail going into the woods. Let me know when you see it. It'll be to the left of us. When you get to it, let me know. It's just be a trail going into the woods. Looks like the whole day. Well, it really rained a lot over here.
It doesn't know where we are.
It does. Click, it really rained out here. I don't want to miss it. Well, we might want to go into Cape Coral. It does look like it rained a lot out here.
Yeah.
Is that it right there?
That might be it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
You sure? Are you looking on the map?
But...
Is that it?
I don't think you can get back there, is the thing.
You're not even trying. How you going to know if you're not going to try? I think we got 4x4. Wow.
Yeah.
So there's supposed to be homeless camps all through here. Shopping cart right there. Well, we're going to a homeless camp at night. This is the coolest. There's like some mattresses over here. This thing's got 4x4. We should be all right. Wow, I don't think there's anybody in here at night.
Yeah. They probably all got out because of the...
Okay, we don't know how deep that is.
Yeah.
There's definitely homeless camps all through here.
Yeah.
But I don't know how deep that is, and I'm not going to find out.
They might have, like, moved out for a few days because of the rain.
Yeah. I hear people talking in the woods. There's no way we're going to go through there.
Yeah.
It could be 3 or 4 feet deep.
Yeah. And there are little lakes
There's
throughout here.
There's definitely homeless camps that look right here. Look, just right here.
Yeah.
You can already start seeing them everywhere. Look.
Yeah.
There's like already homeless camps.
There's
right there.
already like
wow,
little lakes through here. So if there's already little lakes through here, like the
look at all this
alligators could have like.
Yeah, the alligators will be out in the water and stuff.
Yeah.
And if they hear trucks flashing, so there's already homeless camps everywhere. So we'll have to come back when it's dry.
Yeah.
I can already tell you this. This is definitely like full of homeless camps.
It's already.
Somebody on YouTube like, no, there's no homeless camps left over here. I'm like, yeah, right. Look at this.
Oh, look, a bunny.
Where?
A bunny right there.
You want to shoot it?
No. You don't have anything to do.
Where's the bunny?
It's right behind that little mound right there.
I don't see it. Dude, there's definitely homeless. There's a tent right there. You see it?
Yeah.
Tent right there.
Cute little bunny right there. Right there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely like homeless camps everywhere. Yeah, there's definitely homeless camps back here, but there's no way on earth. There's a homeless person right there.
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, this is definitely a lot of homeless camps back here, but you're not going to get in there if it's flooded. Look how steep this little thing is. To get there, we got these giant tires.
Yeah.
Oh, man, they put logs with nails on them, don't they?
Oh.
I hope we didn't hit that. Now we're good. They just put it there so that their bicycles can get there. You never know. I think we should go in the Cape Coral, but I'm tired.
Yeah.
It looks like it's a monumental flooding, though, like hurricane status flooding, but...
Yeah. We don't want to overwork
let's go home,
you. I mean, this is already enough.
Yeah, let's go home. GPS home. You can tell everything's flooded, though. Like, it's bad. I wonder where the homeless people went, if that's all flooded back there. It's like a little homeless city back in there.
Yeah, you're going to want to get on 41.
41 to north or south?
41 north.
Huh?
You're going to turn left.
Alright, cool. Man, I'm so sleepy and tired. Man. I don't want to sleep. Remember we used to go like on 30-day cross-country road trips before I got hurt?
Gosh.
Oh, that was awesome.
It was
like 29 days to California.
Yeah.
14 days was our average road trip back then.
Yeah.
From 9 in the morning till 3 at night, get to the hotel at 2 in the morning. Man. We'll get to that again. We have to recover, I hope. I hope I can recover.
I can't wait till the day we're able to take this truck out of the state of Florida.
Yeah, this truck has something. It's only got 3,000 some. It doesn't even. Yeah. Most cars we get pick up 15,000 miles in the first 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
we haven't been able to do that.
Wow, dude, everything is like super flooded. Yeah, I can definitely. Well, my friend sent me a photo of like water to the mailboxes in Cape Coral. Yeah, I think it didn't flood this much with the hurricane because we did videos right after the hurricane here, remember?
Yeah.
And I don't think it was this bad right after the hurricane. I did videos here right after Ian, and I don't think it was as much. I think it was worse than Ian. Yeah. They're about the same, roughly. The gas stations might be hectic if the homeless camps are flooded. Can you imagine that, dude? You live out in the woods, and then it floods, and now your homeless camp is 3 feet of water. So now you gotta go sleep outside a gas station or something. Like, man, what a rough life. It's so messed up. But then you go in there and all you find are needles and beer bottles, and you're like, well, dude, if you're homeless, don't spend your money on that type of stuff. But that's what leads people to homelessness, you know? It's like your own decisions take you there. You still gotta help people.
Yeah.
But
sometimes, you know, it doesn't matter how bad someone is doing. If you give someone a meal, that can, it might not change their whole life.
The thing is, I'm not a fan of enabling.
It's not. I don't think it's enabling. It gives, like, if someone's really down and out, you give someone a meal.
You could probably save their life, to be honest.
You know, it can give them hope. You know that, you know, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can. You know,
you're extending one more opportunity. You're extending one more opportunity to them, basically. You're extending one more opportunity to them. Here's the Prado, which
make them believe in somebody, like kindness. Just let, you know, people can be kind. You don't know what they've gone through in their lifetime. You don't know what led them to what they were at. Straight? Yeah, you're gonna go up until Trucker's Grade, pretty much.
Trucker's Grade.
Trucker's Grade.
Yeah, you can tell it rained a lot.
Yeah.
They just had these bands that just kept coming, kept coming. And they were going to do it again today. I'm like, good thing it stopped, because if it happened another day.
And there is a small percentage of the homeless population where people are just too depressed to be able to function normally. So now they're homeless.
Well, you got mental illness. And you got disabled people, and everybody deserves another opportunity.
Yeah.
You can't stop extending opportunities to people. And I know a lot of people say that's enabling. I'm not. I hate enabling people. I hate people who become a leech to society. A lot of them really are just leeches to society. You know, some people really are just a leech to society. They're everything of the worst, and I hate to say they probably deserve to be where they're at, because I wouldn't use that vocabulary, but yeah, there's definitely people that are just leeches to society. But at the same time,
you can't discount the
you can't good not and bad. You still got to keep doing good.
You don't know what's in their heart, so
you just you know, it's a touch. It's like I see both sides of it. I see the side of, well, you're just enabling them, and then I see the side of, well, it's a human who just might need that. And there's times where somebody. You know what sucks is that there are people out there that need the opportunity. Yeah. And then nobody gives them the opportunity, because people that are wasting opportunities are pretending like they need help when they're just lazy piece of craps. Yeah. So like those people actually do harm, even if it's 1 in 10. I'm not going to discriminate that one person that needs help because there's 10 pretending.
Yep.
And you know, you got to use good judgment. But at the end of the day, man, who am I to judge somebody else, you know? If I have food and I have a place to sleep and I got cars and I got money, like enough for my things, and I can, how does it hurt me to give somebody a sandwich, you know? It doesn't take anything away from me. It might mean the world to them. And there's times where we've given somebody a meal and they've cried. Yeah. And I've literally, and this isn't once, twice, 3 or 4 times. It might be 15, 20 times where you give somebody a meal and they literally cry. Yeah. And they tell you, I haven't eaten in 3 days. I didn't know. You know, like, so you're nobody to judge. Yeah. You're nobody to judge. If you have food and you have the things you need, you should just help as many people as you can. It's not going to make you rich or poor, because people who are rich and people who are poor are poor. People think if they help somebody else, it's going to make them poor. If you're either rich or you're poor, it doesn't really matter. Your disposition in life is either rich or poor. Or somewhere in the middle.
If I have an abundance, I will give what I have. If I have very little, I will still give. Yeah.
No doubt. But your disposition in life is not affected by giving somebody help. Yeah. That doesn't matter. Like, you help somebody, there's people like, well, you're not going to not be rich because you help somebody. You know, it's not going to make a difference. But some people are just stingy. Alright guys, that's today's video.